there's another section where we like to know you as an individual. We've heard a lot from you about, the things that you've done and social perspective and other perspectives. But we'd like to know about Rajesh Gangar right now.
So, if you ask me in one word, I'm a common man. Okay. Really, I'm a common man. Right. There's nothing special about me that I should mention.
But you would still have some characterisms, some preferences, some things. So, having done so much, throughout.
Okay, so I'll say that's more of a, in a BNI you go and say about yourself in 30 seconds like that.
Yeah. No, I have some specific questions for you.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so when you enter your office, what is the first thing you do?
Well, the first thing is I on my AC.
Fair enough.
Okay. Now, once I on the AC, I call my staff. Right? So, this is what is called, my role is, or most of our entrepreneur's role is a chaser's role. Iska kya hua? What happened of this? What happened of that? Now, there's a solution to that. Solution is provided by Google Workspaces. And already in 2022, there were 6.7 million people, those who do not go to office, but can manage through Google Workspace. Now it would have gone to, I don't know, more than 12 million companies would have gone automate.
Okay.
Now the point what I want to make is there is education which can sort out this problem. But we, whole day, spend our time doing silly things. I'll tell you what silly. Driver aaya kya? कौन सा गाड़ी लेके गया? So we spend so much time on logistics instead of solving our problems forever. Right. So I have a slot, 1 hour, we call it 0 hour, where we take a look at long-term needs. I have a slot in the morning where we took immediate needs. So that's how I divide my day. And at the end of the day, I don't say prayers, but I definitely say what I achieved in a day, and then only I sleep. So I feel happy about it. That's my prayer.
Okay, interesting. And you mentioned earlier, but in your very first job that you did, what was your salary?
Well, there was. I'll just honestly say there was no salary because I have never worked.
Okay.
I have been entrepreneur. I'll tell you some of my entrepreneur journey as a child. Okay, not as a worker. So my mother used to give me some rice to clean, remove all the butts, etc. So she used to give me 15 paise for one thali of it. Okay. I had to subcontract at 10 paise to other children and 5 paise I used to pocket.
Saved your money.
I don't know. I used to catch the kites and sell them.
Right.
Like those type of things were my, I sit in a rickshaw, share a rickshaw, and I do some things to the co-participant, and they pay me for my rickshaw fare. 10 rupiya de diya. So that's my entrepreneurial journey, that wherever I spend my time, I get rewarded, etc.
Interesting.
One of the things I used to practice a lot when I was in Baroda. Every day I used to go for a meal to a different person's house.
Okay.
Evening, my wife used to stay in Mumbai, I used to stay in Baroda.
Right.
So this challenge for me was to शाम को अच्छा खाना मेरे को बनाना. I had a maid, but I didn't like go on with that. So I used to go to people's house and take up their problems. Problem can be as simple as मेरा बेटा मेरी बात नहीं सुनता, or as complicated आज शाम को क्या बनाना. And at the end of the day, people used to say, God said you. There's a lot of things that go on. Right. But practically, I used to do something what Narendra Modi used to do, or people should do. If you are an educated, you should be valued by your knowledge you spread. Yeah. If you don't spread your knowledge, then there's no point.
True.
So I'll just share one more example if time permits. So this lady came to me, my son doesn't want to have bhindi bhaji. Now that's a challenge. 9 साल से उसने भिंडी नहीं खाई. Okay? I said, good. And why you want her to give bhindi? So she said, oh, lady finger, it gives maths good, brain would work up. Whatever she had her contention about lady finger. So my question to her was, what are the different types of bhindi? So she said, bhindi fry, bhindi bharela. मतलब बस, have you heard chocolate coated bhindi? हाँ लेकिन सुना है लेकिन never seen butterscotch वाला. So then we go on to do lot of research and we come out with 21 recipes of bhindi.
Wow.
After I think 21 days etc. she calls me up. You'll have to come for dinner at my place. I said, I had not booked anything for you today and why you want me to come? You come and see, you'll have to come. You come for 10 minutes and go, but you have to come. So I go to her house and she prepares 7 different dishes on bhindi. And the best part is his sons have all the 7 dishes.
Amazing.
So what I want is that education we had, all this is all taught in our books. There's nothing new, nothing from me coming in.
Right. Just the application part gets lost.
Yeah.
True. Okay. What makes you happy?
See, I'm a creator.
Right.
So my joy comes from creating something.
Okay.
Every day, at the end of the day, when I enter the bed, I have this ritual of sharing with my wife what I accomplished today. The day I'm not able to sort out, that day for me sleep is a challenge.
Oh.
Or if there is something pursuing you, then I get up early, very early, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and I again work on that till I reach a solution and then I sleep. So that's the source of happiness.
Interesting. One
example I'll give you.
Sure.
So I designed and developed a product where until you wear a helmet, the bike won't start. That was viewed by 225 people in VJTI. Across Technozova, everybody appreciated. Now by the evening, the news spread to the radio jockey. And I had to go to a wedding. And while going on the wedding, this radio was on and I was listening. So that radio jockey asks the people, hey, very good, very good. Has somebody made a helmet to have safe sex? Now the challenge, my friends start calling me, Rajesh, dekh bura fasa. And that night I could not sleep.
Right.
Now what happens? Around 1 o'clock, I'm through with my solution. What's the way out of this problem? So I send message to my friend who was fast asleep. I have a solution. Can you wake up? He doesn't wake up. Next day morning he says, What is the solution? How can you do? I said, I have a solution, but I want somebody to be specimen for the product. He said, I'm not going to be. So what I actually designed that time was 2 chips.
Okay.
So when there would be a chip in your body, there would be a chip on my body. If we are married or if we are official, then only we can come close to that level. So that made me E-Pandit. But it had social implications, so I had to drop that idea. But at one point of time, I could convert anybody who say, I love you, chal aaja. Dono chip lagate, abhi malum padega. So going out of the marriage was difficult. Just joking.
Okay. Describe yourself in one word.
Common man.
Describe what work or a job means to you in one word.
Results.
Interesting. Your favorite destination?
Home.
Okay. Any favorite quote, if you have?
Don't ask what government has done for you. Ask what you have done for the government.
Okay.
By John F. Kennedy.
Interesting. What do you splurge on, or do you splurge on?
See, splurging, I say time. Time is something you splurge on.
Right.
A point where you ponder, you keep on deep thinking, is your splurge. Many times it is noted that it is waste of activity. But if it gives you a joy, worth splurging on.
Interesting. Are you a fitness-oriented person?
No. I'm very clear on the fitness front.
Right.
All those who gym enthusiasts, they have not lived long enough. Okay, the amount of effort they put their, I strongly believe I don't go to a doctor more than 2 days in a year. So not for cold, cough, for anything. My wife is a fitness freak, and she goes 30 days in a year to a doctor. So I just can't relate fitness. Fitness is a modern craze, I would say.
Yeah.
But really, if you want to remain fit in your life, then your thought process,
Right.
there should be no grumble. There should be no regrets. If you don't have regrets, you're happy about things, you won't feel sick.
True.
I can be ill, but I should not be sick.
True.
So that's what. I will never be sick. I'll be ill. I don't say. So I look at that aspect.
True. If not the professional career that you've been in, what would you have been?
More or less, I would be a vagabond.
A vagabond. I think very apt from the things that you described to me. Okay.
Freebird is a better way
Better.
to life. Whatever you want to do, well,
True. True. What's your one love?
minimizing hardship of mankind.
Of mankind. Okay. A very noble one, in fact.
No, I don't know, but we as a social animal need each other, so we should support each other. Very simple.
True. Any one thing left to do?
Cannot be one thing.
Okay, whatever is the top of your list right now.
There's nothing to regret that not done, so I won't say one thing. But this is a journey, you know. For me, my life is like I want to reach horizon, and when I reach an horizon, I'll see another horizon, another horizon. One day I won't see any horizon. I may go off to another world.
Right.
It's okay. So nothing to regret or happen. But if I can do things, I would like to keep my shoes on and keep doing.
True, true. Great. On an ending note, what message would you like to give to our students?
Use your education. Don't consider your education as your passport for job. Consider your education as skill which could be implemented across everything you do.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you
It's a
for,
pleasure.
it was certainly a pleasure.